where there's no wrong way to play with paper. I hope you're having a great day. We are doing another Forever Faith journaling video where I like to take a Bible verse and I like to put it in my personal journal, and I like to hang out with you while I do it. Now, there's no wrong way to journal. Do whatever is best for you. My hope is that you're inspired. If God is meaning for you to hear a message through my journaling my Bible verse for this week, then I hope that you hear that. It is my prayer that it touches you and God gets what he needs me to deliver from this. I don't have any idea, and I am not a teacher. I'm not even close. Not even close. I make lots of mistakes, and sometimes I get it wrong, and that's okay. But I do pray every single time before I start this, and I pray that you receive the message. Maybe it's just joy of hanging out. Maybe it's to be inspired by the creativity. Maybe it's the actual message. Whatever it is, I hope that it touches your heart. But if you choose to journal a different way, that's okay too. Maybe you're doing recipes. Maybe you're doing a trip. Maybe you're doing a lot of different things. They're all wonderful, and I am very honored you're here hanging out with me. So my journal is so full that, I have to create on this side and then glue it over here. But that's all right. That's a good thing, right? It means we've been doing it. So I have a couple of ideas, and we're just going to hop into the Bible verse. You can fast forward through this part if you want to. It says Psalms 103:8, the Lord is compassionate and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in loving kindness. Thank goodness, right? We need lots of love and kindness compared to what this world is nowadays, right? So this is my take on this, because every time I read a Bible verse, sometimes I get something different. My heart really has been in just a happy place and very loving place these last few weeks, and this one really touched me. That's usually why it ends up in my journal. Not every single Bible study ends up in my journal, and these are my thoughts, okay? You will get so much joy from being kind than from proving a point. Oh, yes. Please hear that. You do not have to prove that you're right. Even if you are right, what good does it do? Other than make people feel that you are being condescending. It took me years to learn this, and I do mean years. I used to always have to be right. Now, I just don't. I say what I believe in my heart to be true. I am open to hear other people's point of view, and I get a lot more out of it, out of saying things in love than needing to be correct. That simple. God needs me to do that. I am commanded to do things in love. Even if it may hurt someone's feelings, do it in love and with compassion, okay? God loves everyone regardless, and it is an example of how we are to love. God loved a murderer, or Jesus loved a murderer as much as he loved someone who just told a little white lie. He showed compassion to everyone, and he was brought on this earth to teach us how to do that. A sin is a sin is a sin. End of story. You are not better just because you told a little white lie than the murderer in God's eyes. Be compassionate, tell the truth, be honest, but do it in love, right? And he says, loves everyone regardless, and it is an example of how we are to love. See a thirsty man, then give him a drink. It is the right thing to do. So I'm going to tell you why this hit home for me. I'm going to try to do it without crying. I'm going to start creating. This is my creative time. So it wasn't too long ago, my husband and I were trucking along, and we were doing our thing and driving, and we saw a homeless gentleman. And I am a firm believer that some people choose to live a life that leads to homelessness. I think I've touched on this. I don't know if it was Bible journaling or not. There are some people, just bad things have happened. And the way this economy they could have been middle class in 2020, and now they're literally living out of their car. And I've always been a firm believer, if I am pressed to give to someone, I don't care who they are, I don't care where I am, it's gonna happen, because I ain't gonna stand in front of the pearly gates and be like, why didn't you help this person? No, it ain't worth that. I'll just give whatever it is I am pushed in my heart to give. So we saw this person and I just didn't feel that need. I didn't feel like I was supposed to, so I didn't. And yet it didn't really stick with me. I wasn't really thinking about it. We were just driving, my husband and I, and then we saw this young gal, and she's very capable of working, but something was just on my husband's heart. He literally, without saying a word to me, okay, here I think we're heading home, and he just decided, well, we're going to the ATM. He went to the ATM, he pulled out some money, we went back around the block, and we blessed her day to the point that she was literally in tears. This is why I love my husband. He's an amazing man. Just saying. Just saying. I may be a little partial, but I am. And so, oh, that looks good there. It literally brought her to tears, which brought me to tears, which brought my husband to tears. That's when you know you did exactly what God asked you to do. It didn't matter why she was there that day. We were, oh, well, I shouldn't even say we. My husband was pressed to give that day, and so we did. You know, tithing and giving is not always in a pew. Just gonna say that right out, flat out. If you feel like you should do something for someone, and it does not have to be monetary, I wanna make that extremely clear. It may be your time. It may be a lot of different things. I mean, it could be just listening. It could be anything. Honestly, it could be anything. Make sure you're doing it for your sake as much as theirs. Just saying. I'm just saying. So that's what that verse does for me, did for me. Definitely, obviously, my husband was pressured in his heart to do it. So fun. Do you guys do that? Do you guys just give when you're pressured? Do you ever feel like sometimes you're not supposed to? I mean, it's okay. It is. I felt that way. So, all right. I like the way this looks. I found this 49er Market chipboard give. I have this left over from Jilly Joe's when we did 30 days of sketches. So I really like that. I don't know. I'm going to use all these orange butterflies. They were in my binder and I like the color orange in the middle. So I just went with the flow. I'm going to do the same thing here, but I want to do a little, not really a bookmark, because I think this is really important. And the reality is when somebody goes through my journal, whether it be one of my children or a guest in my guest room, this is an important one to me. So those are usually the ones I put little tabs in, the ones that I think could really touch someone's heart and maybe they need to hear. So, I want to create a little tab, but I want to do it with some lace. So let's see here. I usually do this by taking a border strip, scissors, Ginger, that's what you're getting. I got distracted. Take a little border strip here, okay? And I'm gonna save these. Our Story Matters. Is this a Cocoa Vanilla or Simple? Oh, it's an Echo Park. I will put these in my sentiments drawer. I have a whole drawer full of sentiments. If it is on a branding strip and I can use it later, I keep it. Okay, and I picked this color because I think it matches very well. And that way when it shows through, that will be okay. And I'm gonna glue this on here, just like so. Now, somebody else might have a better way to do it. There's no wrong way to do it. I do wanna get my scrap piece of paper though. Okay, we're gonna glue this on there, just like that. This will give it some stability. Otherwise, it's just gonna flop around, which sometimes is okay. I just don't want it to do it that way today. Okay, so we're gonna put that right on there. See how that little bit, okay, and then that's the bottom. And then we're gonna go right over here. Now I probably have way too much lace, but that's all right. We're gonna do the same thing. It's gonna hold it there for a second. That's the best part about quick dry. Okay, and then we're gonna fold it over. Oops, I didn't put enough on this side. Now I will tell you, a lot of people say this won't stick. I don't know. I've never had a problem with it. Now I'm starting to get into the art glitter glue, trying to use up my Scotch tacky glue. I've never had a problem with it, but you know, I can tell you that the Scotch works. I don't know if the other will work. Okay, so there's that. We're just gonna, probably not the best choice of scissors. Go like that. And then here's what I'm going to do. All right, I just wanted to stand out just a little bit. So I'm just gonna glue it right there. Maybe even, I'm gonna glue it on the back of this. There, okay. So I'm just gonna take this here, lots, I'm gonna be pretty generous with my glue. And I'm going to put this on here. Come on, go, go gadget, fingers. And I'm probably getting out of camera, so for that I apologize, but I'm already here, so let's just go with it. And I kind of like this little tiny edge hanging over just like that, okay? And then we're gonna put that there. Look, and it will stick out just a hair, just a little something. Doesn't need to be super prominent. I really like that. So there's that, and it will be like a little tab. Then let's see here. Let's get some more ivy. And I'm thinking, oh, I like this. We will have ivy on this one coming from, I don't so much like that one. What else we got in here? Oh, this one is a yes. Like so. Maybe we can go more like that. Okay. I really kind of want a this reminds me of a little hydrangea. I don't think that's what it actually is, but that's what it reminds me of. Maybe I could have that there. And then I think, let's see, how many butterflies? So we got 5, so maybe just 2 on this side. Maybe we could put one here. Wish I had some more small ones, but it is what it is at this point. Maybe one there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Do I though? Oh, you guys, I changed my mind. Welcome to my husband's world. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Now, if I can find a sentiment I like, I might put a little sentiment here just to mimic that. It's okay without it though. I'm not committed to that. And that, I think, is gonna do the trick. Maybe I'll put some gems. I don't know if it really needs it or not. But I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll have it in my journal and we'll talk about anything I do different. Hang in there. All right, you guys, I got it all glued down. I got it in my journal. Boy, we're gonna have to make a new journal soon. Maybe a couple more can go in here because I will take all of these and I will do a whole thing. Maybe instead of a Forever Faith layout one, we'll make a journal. And I will recycle these. Like I will create another journal. So I've done that in the past. So maybe I'll show that. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know if you'd like to see that. Let's see here. I did ink. Did I add? Oh, this leftover from when I was making my little tab, I put down here. Pulls it together. With that, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I'll put close-ups at the end. Definitely comment. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It's how I know what you like in content. And I'm honored you're here. I hope you will have a beautiful day. I'm gonna stop saying and be blessed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.